It's Simi Hamilton.
Hey, Benjamin, how's it going?
Hey, very good. Congratulations. It's a big day for you today.
Thanks, man. I'm pretty psyched.
Yeah, no, it was such a pleasure watching you ski out there and just, some close moments, but you held on and you look confident and, it's got to be a big feeling for you to make the final and then, of course, execute and nail a podium, eh?
For sure. I'm really fired up. I just felt great all day and super fun racing out there under some beautiful, sunny Italian skies. So it was good. I'm fired up.
Absolutely. Was there anything different today when you came to the line? I mean, I know you've been sort of looking forward to each sprint race, and was there anything different today?
Yeah, I mean, I knew after last week that I'm fit right now. I'm fast. I'm healthy, and unfortunately, last weekend it just kind of suffered that pull mishap in my quarter. So I was definitely hungry for another good day today, and a lot of things came together. It was a great course. The conditions were awesome. It was fast snow. We had amazing skis all day, and definitely wanted to kind of put something together before the Christmas break and before the tour. And so I was psyched and definitely fired up to have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like you were pretty controlled in every heat. It seemed that you had a strategy to sort of hang midfield and then find your spot to move up, and then just cruise to the finish. Was that something along those lines?
Yeah, it's a unique course. It's short for sure, but it kind of skis more like a distance sprint course. And I knew that I wanted to have some really good energy for kind of the last third of each heat, because I know that a lot of moves are made on that last climb. So if I could kind of stay a little bit towards the back from the start and just conserve my energy and ski really efficient and relaxed, and then come into that last third of the course with plenty of energy and pop left, I knew that good things would happen. And my strategy, definitely paid off. I was psyched about that. We had great skis, so I had that confidence kind of going into that last long flat downhill each time. I knew that if I skied that final climb really strong and pushed over the top really hard, then I could, create enough of a gap to finish first or second in each heat. So going into the finals, I didn't really feel like I needed to change anything around. Just kind of started the final and just relaxed at the back, and then started making some moves up through the field, and kind of hit that last climb with plenty of energy left. And I think Pellegrino got kind of a draft off of me, but I knew that if I skied that climb hard enough, I'd come into that corner either first, second, or third, which I was, kind of my main goal for the day was to be on the podium. It's always, I think second place is always a little bittersweet to be so close to that top step on the podium.
Sure.
But take what you can get and just fight all the way through, and it turned out well. So I'm really psyched. I thought my strategy played out well throughout the day, and had the confidence of last weekend going into the race, and the confidence of really, really good skis all day. And so it's always fun sprinting. You never really know what's going to happen, but I think it's important just every time you're on the start line just to fight hard all the way through, and hopefully you come out on top at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Recently we were talking about your win in Lenzerheide, at the Tour de Ski, which of course is coming up, and I'm guessing that sort of sometimes crosses your mind as well. Was there any of that sort of coming, sort of flashbacks from when you were racing today?
Yeah, for sure. It's a pretty similar course. It's kind of that 2-lap style. Not quite. I guess it's a lap and a half here in Tobruk, but it's similar to that. It's got a little bit of altitude, which is great, and fast mode, rate conditions. I think that day in Lenzerheide, I just kind of focused on going out there and skiing my race each time I was in a heat, and having confidence in kind of what I do best, which is in terms of skating. I think it's like that kind of gradual V2 climb. So I knew that was going to be a big component in today's race, because it really comes down to that last climb and
Sure.
having a lot of energy for that.
Yep.
So I think it always fires me up to think back to Lenzerheide and how I felt that day, and have the confidence of knowing that I can ski with the world's best.
For sure.
And obviously, it's Lenzerheide was awesome, but that was a Tour de Ski stage, and it's amazing competition. But a lot of people would say it's probably not the cream of the crop. So it's great to be able to prove that regular World Cup I can be up there fighting for the top spot as well.
Absolutely. Well, for most of us, the Lenzerheide victory was a World Cup victory. I know the points and the money are different, but the course is the same, and the competition is pretty high level there. So,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, for sure. We all, but I mean, the guidelines are the rules are the rules, so you just live by them. And we called it a full World Cup today for you, but. I think I'll put in brackets second time you've been there, so, or at least made a final. So, yeah. In the quarterfinal, you skied really well, very confident. You came in second, but you almost got pipped at the end. Did you know that Bransdal, I think it was there?
Yeah, I actually saw him on my right as we were skiing the finishing lanes, and he's an incredible skier and a really good skate sprinter. So I knew that it was going to take everything I had to get him at the line. And, fortunately, I think I had a really good lunge and just got him by a couple centimeters. So it was really close.
Very close.
But I think that heat definitely gave me the confidence to keep skiing well through the day. I wasn't feeling super good going into my quarterfinal. My qualifier, left me wanting a little bit more, and my energy was, maybe not 100% for the qualifier, but sometimes I think that's good. It's like I kind of look at the day as a chance to kind of keep improving. So to be able to ski well in my quarter kind of gave me the confidence to be able to ski well into the semis and then the finals. So it's always tight, and all of us are fighting for every single inch out there. So today I was, on the good side of that inch, and was psyched that I, was able to slip in there for second, and especially because, the way our quarterfinal skied, I knew it wasn't going to be a super fast heat. We were kind of dilly-dallying a little bit at the start on the first climb.
Yep.
I think Northug and Bronsdal were in front and just slowing the pace down a little bit.
Yeah, they were.
Going into the second half of the course, I knew that I was definitely going to have to fight for either that first or second spot in that heat. And fortunately, just had a lot of energy for the second half of the course and made a good move on the final climb and carried that momentum through the finish and moved on to the semis.
Yeah, for sure. Those we've seen so many toenail victories or whatever, down to the wire lunges, and you don't expect, but that was a close one for you, and but you came through, which is great. In the final, watching you ski, it was really just a pleasure. You came into the final turn in first, the way you were trying for. And Pellegrino came. He saw you moving, and he he came around with you, and then got fired up. And then the two of you went into that sort of, I guess, the final sprint, and he just got the better of you. Is Pellegrino beatable?
He is beatable. He's an amazing skate sprinter, but I think that everyone is beatable. He's I have a lot of respect for him, especially when it comes down to that closing speed in the finish stretch. I think as we came around the corner, he bobbled for a second.
Yep.
And it kind of got my my hopes up a little bit. I was like, all right, I know that I can ski the rest of this corner really well and ski the finish fast. Kind of came into the lanes knowing that it was going to be a really close one. But he just, he had that finish speed today, and I wasn't super happy with my finish. I think I bobbled a little bit too, like right before the line.
Yeah.
But I think that I was just trying to get him so bad that I got a little bit off balance, but was able to carry my momentum across the line for second. And like I said earlier, it's always bittersweet to be on the second step of the podium and not the top. But I'm still extremely proud of how I skied today, and couldn't be more psyched. And definitely leaves me hungry for more for this season and in the future. And
sure.
Just really looking forward to more good racing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was close, and today he just got the better of you, but he was skiing at home too, so maybe that gave him a little bit of an extra push. But certainly you skied.
Yeah.
You certainly skied like really well today, every heat, and it was landing on the podium is always a sure test of where you're at. So, how does this affect your confidence going forward?
I couldn't be more psyched. We got a lot of racing ahead of us this season with some really good sprint opportunities. Especially going into the North American Canadian Tour.
Sure.
So it's great. We get to go back to Lenzerheide, and there's a lot of things that I'm really looking forward to. My training this summer was awesome, and I've been healthy and know that I'm really fit right now, and just going to continue to feel better and better, I think, throughout the season. So it's great. I think it's always nice heading into when you have a little bit of a training period coming up. I think it's nice to head into that with some confidence, and it'll be a great Christmas with Sophie and Davos, and really looking forward to some good training there, and then we hit the ground running in Lenzerheide, and got a great rest of the season coming up. So I'm super psyched and confident, and having a ton of fun over here, which I think is the most important part, and just fired up for a lot more good days to come.
Absolutely. Well, that's great, Simi. I was talking to Marty Hall earlier, and he said he was reading your column, your training wrap on ski tracks, and he said he executed exactly what he was planning. So it's a great day for you and the team, and we wish you all the best going forward. Thanks for spending time with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the podium again.
Thank you so much, Benjamin. Great to talk to you, and Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.